Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome back to my Final Fantasy IX 100% playthrough. So, where I left off in the technically last two videos is I was doing a bit of stat maxing. 2 episodes ago I showed you guys the gear which we need to use for Zidane, Steiner, Dagger and Quina to achieve pretty much like a good average set of stats. You know, high stats all around the board. And in the last video I showed you guys how to auto level. Well, in this one, basically, we're about to get Steiner to level 99. And the reason I started recording this is because obviously I want to have the trophy recorded for getting level 99. And then obviously to show you guys what we're going to do after we get a character to 99. So yeah, let's jump into it, shall we? First things first, I am going to put no random battles on, and I'm going to jump back into the airship. And then we're just going to go all the way back up to Jan's Island. And there we go. Okay. So one thing I am going to do though is I'm going to go into abilities and make sure everybody has Insomniac again. And this is just so I can use Night with Quina and basically put all the Jans to sleep. So we're just going to go ahead and give everybody... oh, I still need another point. I'll just say level up off, it's fine. Okay. And last but not least, there is Quina. And Insomniac. Okay, so everyone's immune to Night now, basically. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to save. Because obviously, you know, I don't want to lose all that auto-leveling progress with Steiner. And now it's basically just going to be a case of getting into a battle with ideally 3 Jans. It's not the end of the world. Oops, I suppose I should turn off new random battles. It's not the end of the world if I don't get 3, but you know, I would like 3 because it'd just make it that much quicker. Okay, so we got to, whoopsie, auto battle still on. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Okay, let's try get a night out. Let's try get a night out before they snort me away. And Quina ripped. God damn it, man. God damn it. Okay, Dagger can just summon Odin. Hopefully this will go off and kill them. Hopefully this will go off and kill them. And Steiner got... No, he didn't get virused. And of course we get another telemarketer. Let's just get rid of that. And I'll also put the landline on mute. Don't you just love telemarketers? It's literally every goddamn day they're calling. Anywho, let's go. We'll give a shock on that Jan. That should hopefully kill him. Zidane can use... well, Zidane can revive Quina. Now, one thing I will point out is... Notice Steiner's auto regen is going so much faster than the others. And that's basically because we've maxed out... Well, we're maxing out his spirit. Because auto regen is based on spirits, so just look at those ticks compared to the other characters. And that is why stat maxing is pretty damn good in FF9. Granted, it's really not super needed. You know, obviously you can still do absolutely everything without stat maxing, it's just that little bit easier to max out. Although, there's still really not much of a point in doing a level 1 playthrough for it, which I don't know why loads of people still like demand that you do a low level game for this, just for stat maxing, when, honestly guys, it's not necessary, it's not necessary. I mean, I started this at like level 30, 40, 50, and my stats are already really high. I mean, let's just take a look. It's like, straight off the bat, 70 strength. It's like, I'm guaranteed to do 9 max damage with shock now. So, you know, it's just one of them, it's just one of them. You know, if you want to do a low level to really max out, then go right ahead, but it's really not needed. Anywho, we're just going to go ahead and try and Odin these 3 now. And I'm going to use 9 though, just to hopefully put them all asleep as long as Quina doesn't die. And thankfully it missed. Hopefully this one misses as well. Let's just fast forward. There we go. Now we just have to wait. Hopefully this will kill him, because Zidane has virus anyway, so it's not too important if he's alive or not at the end of a fight. And there we go, all 3 dead. So that should be Steiner at max level now. Should be. Should be. We'll soon see. And yep, that's max level for Steiner. There we go, let's just watch the ding. And boom! Level 99, which of course gives us the end of the road trophy, which is achieve level 99 with at least one character. And as you guys have seen, it's really not that hard to do. It's really quick actually. Anywho, now that Steiner is done, the idea now is basically we need to get him virused. So first things first, let's just revive Zidane and heal Zidane up. So, the next goal now is we're gonna save, obviously, you know, we obviously have to save. We've hit level 99 with a character. And then we're just gonna keep going around until we get into a battle with one single Yan. And the reason for that is simple. Even though Yans can really mess you up, a battle against a single one is pretty easy to salvage if anything goes wrong. So we're gonna use a single Yan to hopefully try and get virus on Steiner. And then after that battle, we'll have all 4 characters with virus again. So then it'll just be a case of removing virus from one of the characters. So let's go ahead and get into another battle. Hopefully it'll be a Yan. Hopefully it'll be a Yan. Well, a Yan on its own, I should say. Let's just fast forward this. Okay, single Yan, single Yan. Come on, single Yan. No, 2 Yans. Okay, that's still not too bad. I can salvage this. We can use Steiner to kill one of them, but he kind of got one shot. Lovely. In that case, let's use Knight with Corner. Just for that little bit of safety. Just for that little bit of safety. Use Life with Dagger. And Zidane can, well, he can just sit there. He can just sit there. Okay, there's Knight gone off. There's Knight. So they're asleep now. We're safe, guys. We're safe. And whoopsie. I forgot about Reflect, and they've also woke up, so I'll use Knight again. It's a shame in FF9 how Reflect actually triggers if your character is still dead. It's a super pain in the ass. Anyway, shock on that Yan, and Zidane's just gone into trance. So we'll also use a Grand Lethal. So this way, one of the Yans will die, and the other Yan will be one hit away from death. And then we basically just have to wait until, well, until Steiner gets hit with virus. Okay, let's fast forward now. And there's one Yan dead once this Grand Lethal finally goes off. Okay, now we just wait for virus. Nope, wrong character, wrong character. But I do need to heal Dagger. Then again, no I don't. Okay, Steiner died. We need to revive him. Because he's the one who needs to get hit by virus. And that was Quinner. That's not who we want to get hit. Come on, man. Oh, stop killing Steiner! Stop killing Steiner, please! No, stop hitting Quinner with virus powder. I want it on Steiner. Steiner, I tell you. No. That's not being very nice. That's really not being very nice. I'm just going to use an elixir on Dagger. Hey, did that stick? Did that stick? It stuck. Sweet. So, let's just turn fast forward off, and now we'll swap over to Steiner to use shock and finish the battle. Okay, never mind. We will revive Steiner, and we'll actually get Zidane to, well, he can remove virus from a character, so that character actually gets the XP this fight. And I think we're probably going to start leveling up. Should we go with Dagger, or should we go with Zidane? We'll go with Zidane. We'll go with Zidane. Okay, so there's the vaccine gone off, and there's the shock to kill the Yan. Please don't be on Zidane. Please don't be on Zidane. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, it didn't stick though. It didn't stick. That's alright. That's alright. And come on, Steiner. Go ahead and kill him, will you? Go ahead and kill him. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much all we have to do now. Now it's just a case of repeating the process that we did for Steiner, only this time we're leveling Zidane instead. which means I should probably make sure he actually has the proper abilities equipped, like level up. Let's just go make sure. You ought to make sure. And he does, yes, he does have level up, so that's fine, that's fine. So now it's literally just a case of leveling Zidane up. But what I'm going to do, guys, you've just seen how I'm going to basically be doing this. So I'm just going to cut this out now until all 4 of these characters are max level. So well, in about 2 seconds for you guys, all these are going to be 99. So let's just jump ahead to that, shall we? Okay, so everybody's hit max level now, which means, well, the grinding is done. I have already unequipped Steiner, Dagger, and Quinn. I've also changed their weapons around, just so I can show the stat gain off without any optional stats coming from their currently equipped gear. So let's take a look, shall we? So Steiner has low speed, you know, that's kind of because I wasn't really focusing on speed for Steiner. Good strength at 68. Magic, I mean, obviously magic is completely useless for Steiner, but I wanted to go the all-around way for stats for them. So that's why his magic's at 59. And then we have spirit at 49. Obviously, for a character like Steiner, it's probably better to focus on speed, strength, and spirit rather than magic. But, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. I mean, we're going to have auto haste anyway, so the speed doesn't really matter too much. And obviously for something like Ozma, who doesn't have an ATB anyway, he just always has a turn, speed isn't really going to make that much of a difference. And then we have Dagger. Now, Dagger's speed is higher, which is, you know, obviously is a nice thing. But strength is lower, but it's still at 60, meaning Dagger's still going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage on physical attacks. Her magic is 76, so her magic is really, really high. Granted, we can get that in the 90s if I did a level 1 playthrough, but I didn't, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway. And Spirit is 43. Now, obviously Spirit is the most important stat in FF9, so that's why I did go sort of heavy on Spirit for them all. But again, I did sort of stick to that all-around mindset. And next up we have Quinn. Now, obviously Quin's speed is really, really low, and I'll explain why in a moment. So we have 63 strength, 66 magic, and 34 spirit. So the reason Quin's stats are so low is because I actually got Quinn really high leveled earlier on without actually doing any stat maxing whatsoever. Now, obviously if I was doing a level 1, those stats would be a lot higher, but I didn't. So, you know what I mean, it is what it is. The stats are higher than if I just got to level 99 with any old gear, so it's still nice to have that little bit of maximization. And with that said though, it is time to replace those 3 characters and move on to the next set for even more maxing. And whoopsie, I forgot to turn random battles off, so we'll just have to flee here with Zidane. Oh no, never mind, Zidane's already had an attack in. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Zidane. Okay, so he got put into trance. That is seriously Sod's Law. That is seriously Sod's Law. Okay, well, we'll just kill him anyway. Easy battle. Easy battle. So, let's go ahead and change our characters around, shall we? Once it lets me on the ship. There we go. Okay, so the next set of characters that I'm going to be working on is going to be Eiko, Freya, and Vivi. So let's just go ahead and swap them in. Now, obviously, Vivi and Freya are already quite high leveled, so the stat maxing for them isn't going to be like as good as it would be on a level 1 playthrough, but it's still going to be better than if I didn't max out at all. So yeah, let's take a look at the optimal gear for their stats, shall we? Okay, so for Vivi, now Vivi's weapon really doesn't matter because he doesn't have a weapon that actually gives him a level up bonus to a stat. So you can just equip anything you want here, it doesn't matter. For the head though, we are going to be using the Holy Mitre. And this is basically just going to be the exact same setup that Dagger had, pretty much. So the Holy Mitre, the Power Wrist, the Robe of Lords, and a Ribbon. And the reason for that is, well, just an all-around setup, You can go for a focus on less strength and go for a heavier spirit focus if you want to. But for someone like Vivi, whose magic is his go-to, then we're going to focus on magic instead, with a little bit of strength. Just to make those random encounters easier, where we can just basically mash X to get through them. Anywho, next up is Freya. And Freya, once again, it doesn't matter what you have as a weapon here, so I'm just going to keep the Holy Lance on just to learn Dragon Crest while I'm going through the fights. But again, Freya doesn't have a weapon that actually increases her stats. Anywho, for the helm, we are going to be using the Barbot for the extra spirit. Obviously, it's not a very good helmet because it only gives 9 magic defense, but right now we're only going for the extra stats, so it doesn't matter. As for gloves, we're going to be using the gauntlets for extra speed. Then we're going to be using the carabini mail, for more speed and more spirit. And then finally, we are going to be using the running shoes for more speed. Now, you can do something like a ancient aroma or a dark matter or even the glass buckle if you wanted to go for a more all-around route. But I'm going to go for running shoes for Freya just for more speed, because Freya's strength doesn't matter too much, simply due to the fact that we're going to, in fact, you know what, no, rather than running shoes, I am going to be using Black Belt, which gives more strength and spirit. So it's kind of iffy what you want to do with Freya. Now, obviously, Dragon Crest is going to be the main use, which will deal guaranteed damage anyway, so it doesn't matter about the strength too much. So it's pretty much dependent on what you actually want to use. I mean, well, we are getting 3 points for spirit. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm going to go with the running boots, just to keep it more balanced all around, you know? It's fine, it's fine. We'll just go more balanced. We'll go more balanced. Anywho, and last but not least, we will have Echo. And Echo is going to be the exact same as Dagger, which is a magic racket, a holy mitre. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. A holy mitre, a power wrist, and a robe of lords with a ribbon. When I find it, there it is. And last but not least, the ribbon. Okay, so now we have these 3 characters all geared, and obviously you can't actually replace Zidane. He is always in your party no matter what, so this is why we have to keep him in the party and basically do it 3 at a time. Anywho, now because of the time of day it is and the fact I have quite a few things to do today, what I can actually do is I can level all 3 of these at once without going and getting virus from the Yans. Normally I would go and get virus just so that it only takes about an hour for each character to hit max level, but because I'm going to have like quite a few hours where I'm not doing anything today, I can just leave this auto leveling for me on Grand Dragons. It's going to take about 3-4 hours, but it's fine, I have nothing better to do anyway. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to completely unequip all of their abilities, and then we're going to change them around. So we don't really need ability up or anything here, so we're just going to completely take that off. Same with Jolly. We are going to have antibody though, and of course we're going to have auto reflect and auto life. And then for Freya, pretty much the same. We're going to take MP attack off though, and well, what else is there? Take all these off as well. And this basically just gives us a lot of like leg room that we can use. So we're going to have auto regain, some extra health, just because. And then I'll probably go with Dragon Killer, just for the extra damage that we can do. As for Reiko, now obviously she doesn't have auto ace, however that's fine, she's not really an attacker anyway. However, oh, I've not actually taught her level up. Okay, so Eiko's not going to have optimal stats here. Eiko's not going to have optimal stats, because I need to give her level up. What can I give her that has level up but also decent stats? Yeah, I'll give her the Pearl Rouge, because that increases spirit anyway, so that's fine. Once I learn level up though, I will basically take that off and put the ribbon back on. So, not a problem, not a problem. And there's level up. Okay, well, we'll also take Loudmouth off for antibody. Now, ideally I would have auto reflect on her as well, but I don't have auto life either. That's mainly due to the fact I've pretty much neglected Eiko up to this point, but it's fine. I mean, she shouldn't die anyway. She really shouldn't die. Now, let's put her in the back row just to give her that little extra protection from physical attacks. Put her next to Zidane as well for his Protect the Girls ability. And then we can pretty much just jump straight into leveling. So with that said, I will see you guys when these are level 99 as well. And the grind is finally over, and my god, just look at that timer, guys. I was on like 35 or 36 hours when we started. I'm now coming up to 50, and this was with like the speed up booster on. However, one thing I have done is I've completely maxed out every character's level with stat optimized gear. I've also gone ahead and learned every ability with every character that I currently have access to. Obviously, I haven't got the Doomsday for Vivi yet. I don't have Arc for Dagger yet. So there are still a couple of abilities I need to learn, but 99.9% of them are done. Other than that, I've also completely set up ready for Ozma. We have the Ninja Gear on Zidane because that absorbs Shadow. We have Pumi's Piece on Eiko and Quenya because that also absorbs Shadow. And last but not least, we have Demon's Mail on Freya, because once again, it absorbs Shadow. And obviously Ozma likes to use Doomsday, so we might as well absorb it rather than just nullify it or take the damage. Last but not least, I've also already set up the abilities basically ready for Ozma. The only difference is I've not equipped Auto Potion just yet on any character, because of the simple fact I still need to power up Zidane's Thievery, and we don't want Auto Potion going off while I'm trying to grind that up. Now, a lot of you might be asking why use Auto Potion for Ozma. While that's simple, it's not really the potion that we care about, it's more the animation it takes to use the potion, which gives our auto regen enough time to get a few extra ticks in, especially with our higher spirit stat. So that's more the reason for auto potion. Anywho, without further ado, it is time to go ahead and start leveling Thievery up. Now, there are a few areas that you can use for Thievery. I mean, there's outside Dali. We don't have access to Ice Cavern, so the enemies there are going to be a little strong. We can go ahead and go to Gizmaluke's Grotto, because you don't get any of the strong overworld enemies there on Disc 4. But just for the sake of it, I am going to stick to just outside Dali. And unfortunately, Zidane didn't steal there. Sod's law, man. Stop. Wow! And that's with Bandit and Master Thief on as well. Dude, like, seriously? Seriously? What the... No, I'm not having that. You can die. You can die. Let's try this one. Dude, like, they're Muse. Why on earth can I not steal? There we go. I finally stole a potion. I finally stole a potion, guys. And doesn't have anything. No, of course. Do I not have Mug on, though? Well, let me just check if I have Mug on, because I didn't see that doing any damage. Master Thief is on. Bandit's on and Mug's on, yeah. I wonder why that didn't do any damage. Oh well. But yeah, now guys, it is a case of literally just grinding out Thievery. And unfortunately, there's no real way to automate this like the leveling. I pretty much have to do this all by hand, unfortunately. But it's not going to be the end of the world. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world. And of course, another telemarketer. They're getting really good at that these days. Oh, okay. Now, let me just turn fast forward off, because I don't think Mug is actually doing any damage for some reason. Let me try this again, while keeping a very close eye. Oh, 22 damage. Yay, for low damage. Oh well, what can we do? What can we do? I'll just have to slowly kill them off after. Okay, now there is an easier way that I could technically do this. And that's basically killing everyone off, bar Zidane, and equipping counter. That way I can sort of just mash steal while counter kills everything. Which, you know what, I think I'm actually going to do that. Let me just take HP 20% off, put counter on, and I'll also put eye for eye on, just to improve the chances of the steal. And we'll take locomotion off. In fact, no, we'll leave locomotion on because of those spiders. We'll take clear-headed off. And put eye for eye on. And then we'll just get into another battle. Okay, now that we're in another battle, it's time... Oh yeah, I forgot about the dragon zombies. Oh well, level 5 death, that's fine. I mean, my characters are already level 99, so obviously it's not divisible by 5. But we don't want a battle against that, so I am just going to go ahead and play it safe, I guess, and go to Gizmaluke's Grotto. Which is... where am I? Okay, there's Chocobo's Forest, so it's just over here. Now the good thing about Gizmaluke's Grotto is the enemies don't change here, so it's always going to be the level 1 enemies. Anywho, let's just go ahead and start stealing, shall we? First things first, let's get into a battle. Okay. Now, in order to do the kill-off strategy, I'm just going to turn on 99999 damage, just so I can easily kill off my characters much easier. And of course they do all have auto life, so unfortunately I've got to do this slowly. And come on Freya, just attack yourself. That's weird. I wonder if she missed and I just didn't see. There we go. Okay. Now we can turn max damage off. And now it's just a case of stealing constantly. Of course, counter-attack will end the fight as well, but that's fine. It's fine. This way I can sort of just, like, half pay attention, half not pay attention, you know, like watch a movie or something while I'm stealing. Because this is definitely going to take a few why did they respawn? Auto life shouldn't trigger at the very start of a battle. That's weird, but okay, I guess we won't be doing that and I'll just have to steal. Oh well, what can you do, what can you do? Well, in that case, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and change the abilities back. Let's see, counter knife for eye off, HP 20% on, and clear-headed back on. Okay. So yeah guys, that is pretty much going to be the end of my stat maxing guide. In the next one, we're going to be taking care of the optional bosses, because I'm not going to bore you guys with, like, the end of thievery part. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little stat maxing video. If you have, then be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And of course, if anybody wants to help support the channel, then consider becoming a member. All links are down below in the description. As always, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.